We now move on to sum number 11. So that's sum number 11 of exercise 14D from Concise Mathematics for equation of a line. So that's sum number 11. We get over here the line through a minus 2 comma 3. So that is a is minus 2 comma 3. B is given as 4 comma B is perpendicular to the line. So they are given an equation 2x minus 4y plus is equals to 5. So this 2 points say jo line bana that is perpendicular to the line so and so. So we need to find out the value of B over here. So very simple. What you are going to do is first of all find out the equation from, we find out the slope from this part. So it is 2x minus 4y minus 5 is equals to 0. Sorry, 4y is equals to 2x minus 5, or y is equals to 2 upon 4x minus 5 upon 4. So that's 2. Therefore m1 is equals to 1 upon 2. Now we can see over here slope AB is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So we know that the slope, okay, before that what we'll do is that we will find out m2. We know that lines perpendicular, therefore m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. So we have got 1 upon 2 into m2 is equals to minus 1. So m2 is equals to minus 2. Therefore slope is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So minus 2 is equals to, what is y2 over here? B minus 3 upon x2 is 4 minus of minus 2. So minus 2 is equals to B minus 3 upon 6. So minus 12 plus 3 is equals to B. So B is equals to minus 9. So that's the value of B as minus 9. Okay, there was sum number 11 of exercise 14D. We move on to sum number 13. We have got two sums in it. We'll do both the sums. Yeah, let's see. Sum number 13, 1. Find the equation of a line passing through 5 comma minus 3 and parallel to a given line. So it is passing through point. So P is given as 5 comma minus 3 and it is parallel to equation x minus 3y is equals to 4. So we can find out the slope 1 over here. So it is 3y is equals to x minus 4. So we get y is equals to x upon 3 minus 4 upon 3. Therefore m1 is equals to 1 upon 3. X upon 3 nothing but 1 upon 3. Slope is m. Therefore slope of line 2 is equals to m2 is equals to 1 upon 3 because they are parallel. Now I got the slope, I know the point. So y minus y1 is equals to m2 x minus x1. So y minus of minus 3 is equals to 1 upon 3 x minus 5. So it will be 3 times y plus 3 is equals to x minus 5. We get 3y plus 9 is equals to x minus 5. Hence we get the equation as x minus 3y minus 5 minus 9 is 0, x minus 3y minus 14 is equals to 0, or we can say x minus 3y is equals to 14. So that's the equation of the line sum number 13 ka first sums. Okay, so it is x minus 3y minus 14 is equal to 0. We'll see the second part of the same sum. So that's sum number 13 ka second. Find the equation of a line parallel to 3x plus 2y plus 8 and passing to the point 0, 1. It's exactly the same one. So again over here it is point P is 0, 1 and they are given you the parallel to 3x plus 2y is equals to 8. So it's 3x plus 2y is equals to 8. 2y is equals to minus 3x plus 8 or y is equals to minus 3 upon 2x plus 8 upon 2. Accordingly, m1 is equals to minus 3 upon 2. Lines parallel. Therefore, m2 is equals to minus 3 upon 2. Therefore, y minus y1 is equals to m2 x minus x1. We get y minus 1 is equals to minus 3 upon 2 x minus 0. So it is nothing but 2 times y minus 1 is equals to minus 3x plus 0. So 2y minus 2 is equals to minus 3x. We have 3x plus 2y is equals to 2 as the given equation. So that is the equation for sum number 13 ka second is 3x plus 2y is equals to 2. We now move on to sum number 15. Sum number 15. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of line segment obtained by joining this one. Okay, so we have got over here. Now we need to understand this thing properly. The equation of the perpendicular bisector. Okay, so we want the points which are given to here is 6 comma minus 3 and 0 comma 3. We don't want the equation of this line. We want the equation of the perpendicular bisector of this line. That means if this is the lines, if this is A and B, so this is A which is 6 comma minus 3 and there is one over here which is B which is 0 comma 3 and there is this line and you want the equation of this line. Okay, this line, if I consider this line as CD, I want the equation of CD which is perpendicular bisector. Now when say draw this thing, the things become easy, isn't it? Right? Why? Because now I know that what I want is the point, perpendicular bisector means midpoint. I want the slope of this line. How do I get the slope of this line? Because it is perpendicular to this line, I can find out the slope of this line. So m1 into m2 minus 1 करके मिलेगा CD का slope. Got it? So this is what you are going to do now. First point E x comma y will be x is equals to x1 plus x2 upon 2, y is equals to y1 plus y2 upon 2. That will give me 6 plus 0 upon 2 is equals to minus 3 plus 3 upon 2. This will be 3, this will be 0. So E is given as 3 comma 0. That's the first thing. Okay, ये अपने को मिल गया. This is 3 comma 0. Now slope AB. What is slope AB? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So 3 minus of minus 3 upon 0 minus 6, which is nothing but 6 upon minus 6 is equals to minus 1. So m1 is minus 1. So m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. So minus 1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. Therefore m2 is equals to 1. Understood why m2 goes here, m1 will be m2 is equals to 1. So now I know that this particular line m2 is equals to 1. Point is this one. So I use the point slope method to find out the equation of the given line, required line. So that will be, we have got E is 3 comma 0 and m2 is equals to 1. Therefore y minus y1 is equals to m2 x minus x1. That will be y minus 0 is 1 x minus 3. So y is equals to x minus 3 is the required equation. So that is the equation for sum number 15. Yeah, sum number 15, y is equals to x minus 3. Done. We move forward for sum number 17. B and D are the vertices of the rhombus ABCD. Find the equation of the diagonals BD and AC. Okay, that's a big sum, so I'll read the full page. Sum number 17. You got a rhombus. Now in this particular sum, we will be using the properties of the rhombus. So be attentive about that part, that what is going to be used over here is very important. You need to find out the equation of AC and the equation of BD when you know that B is given as, what is sum number 17? No? Yeah, B is minus 5 comma 6 and D is 1 comma 4. Okay. Equation of BD is very simple. You can get the BD equation directly because it's a 2-point method. Okay. So that we can find out first. So we'll have over here. Now, slope BD is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. That will be 4 minus 6 upon 1 minus of minus 5. That will be minus 2 upon 6. That will be minus 1 upon 3. That is m1 is minus 1 upon 3. We can take this point as, so it is y minus y1 is equals to m1 x minus x1. There is a reason why I did not use the 2-point method, because I wanted the slope separately, because I will be using the slope in a separate thing. So I have taken out the slope separately. So it is y minus 6 is equals to minus 1 upon 3 x minus of minus 5. So 3y minus 6 is equals to minus 1 x plus 5. So 3y minus 18 is equals to minus x minus 5. Take x over here and 18 over here. It will be x plus 3y is equals to minus 5 plus 18 is 13. So that's the equation of BD. Okay. We got the equation BD. That is very easy, not a problem. But we want the equation AC, where I don't know the A, I don't know C, I don't know slope, I don't know anything at all. So this is where we are going to use the properties of the rhombus. What are the properties of rhombus? All sides equal. That's, everybody knows that. What is the other thing about the diagonal? The diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Uska matlab kya hua? This and this are equal. This means this O over here will be the midpoint of this also and midpoint of AC also. And another thing is perpendicular. So there is a perpendicular sign over here. That means the slope of BD and slope of AC will be m1 into m2 is minus 1. Got it? So for AC, we don't need A, we don't need C, we only need the slope of AC from this particular m2 and we need the midpoint O. So let's find out both of them. Now, first of all, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So m1 is minus 1 upon 3 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So m2 is equal to 3. O x comma y. X is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2. Y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. That will give me as minus 5 plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 6 plus 4 upon 2. That's minus 4 upon 2 will be minus 2. And this will be 10 upon 2 will be 5. So that's why the point O will be minus 2 comma 5. And M2 is 3. So y minus y1 is equals to M2x minus x1. That gives me y minus 5 is equals to 3x minus of minus 2. So y minus 5 is equals to 3x plus 6. So y, we can take it as y is equals to 3x plus 11. Is it clear? That is the equation for sum number 17. So y plus 3y is equals to 13. X plus 3y is 13 is the first what BD, and the second one y is equals to 3x plus 11. This one is for AC. Understood this question properly? Right? So here we are using not only the equations of line, but also we are using the properties of the rhombus, that the diagonals of the rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So that's the sum number 17. We now move on to sum number 19. So sum number 19. A, B and C, that is 1 comma minus 5, 2 comma 2 and 2 comma minus 2 comma 4 are the vertices of triangle ABC. Find the equation of median of the triangle through A, altitude of triangle through B and line through C and parallel to AB. Okay, let's see one by one. So there are 3 questions in the same one. 19th. We have got this triangle, which is given as A as 1 comma minus 5, B as 2 comma 2 and C as minus 2 comma 4. What you want is the median through A. So this is what you want first, is AD. So first is median through A, that is nothing but AD, equation of line AD. Now for the equation of line AD, we very well know that D is the midpoint of BC, so we'll find out D x comma y first. So D is x is equals to x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y is equals to y1 plus y2 upon 2. That gives me 2 plus minus 2 upon 2 and is equals to 2 plus 4 upon 2, that's 0 and that's equals to 3. So that's why D is equals to 0 comma 3 and A is already 1 comma minus 5. So we get the line equation AD is y minus y1 is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 x minus x1. So y minus 3 is equals to y2 is minus 5 minus 3 upon 1 minus 0 up into x minus 0. Right? So that gives me y minus 3 is equals to, this is minus 8 upon 1. So minus 8 upon x into x. Directly it's 0. So 8x. So therefore the equation is 8x plus y is equals to 3. That's equation of AD. Now let's see the equation for the next part. We want the equation of altitude of B through altitude over here. This is the altitude. You want the altitude of the triangle through B. For this, what will require? This is perpendicular line. I don't need this line. I don't need this E. I need the equation because I have the A and C. I can find out the slope AC. Accordingly, I'll get the slope BE. So slope AC is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 is equals to 4 minus 1 minus 5 upon minus 2 minus 1. That will be 9 upon minus 3 is equals to minus 3. That's M1. Therefore, M1 into M2 is equals to minus 3. M2, sorry, the minus 1. So minus 3, minus 1 into upon minus 3. So M2 is equals to 1 upon 3. You can also use the formula negative reciprocal. Minus 3, the negative reciprocal will be 1 upon 3. You can use directly that way also. Accordingly, we have y minus y1 is equals to m2 x minus x1. So that is point B, which is y minus 2 is equals to 1 upon 3 x minus 2. So it will be 3y minus 6 is equals to x minus 2, or we can say 3y is equals to x plus 4. That's the equation for BE. The next part, line through C parallel to AB. Line through C parallel to AB. That is something like this. Parallel to AB, a C line like this. Okay, we want the black color thing. So we have over here slope AB. We can find out slope AB is equals to minus 5 minus 2 upon 1 minus 2 is equals to minus 7 upon minus 1 is equals to 7. So M1 is equals to M2 is equals to 7, and we have got point C as minus 2 comma 4. So y minus y1 is equals to M2 x minus x1. So y minus 4 is equals to 7x minus of minus 2. So y minus 4 is equal to 7x. This is plus 14. This goes here. So it will be y is equals to 7x plus 18 is line through C. So that was sum number 19, which was having 3 parts. So we did all the 3 parts. 8x plus y is equal to 3, 3y plus d is equal to 6 plus 4, and y is equal to 7x plus 18. So these were the sum number 19. We now move on to sum number 21. Okay, sum number 21. That's the one. The line 4x minus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0 meets x-axis at A. Write the coordinates of A. So, okay, fine. We got the line as 4x minus 3y plus 12 is equals to 0. Right? It meets the x-axis at A. So, A meets, it meets A at x-axis. That is x-axis, y value will be 0. So A will be A comma 0. Let's put the value over here. So 4 into A plus 3 into 0, sorry, minus 3 into 0 plus 12 is equals to 0. So 4A, this is 0, plus 12 is equals to 0. A will be equal to minus 12 upon 4. So A is equals to minus 3. Simple. Determine the equation of line through A and perpendicular to this thing. So now they are given you, therefore A is nothing but minus 3 comma 0. And you want it to be perpendicular to this thing. So let's find out the slope of this one. So we get 4x minus 3y plus 12 is equals to 0. So 3y is equals to 4x plus 12. Y is equals to 4 upon 3x plus 12 upon 3. So therefore M1 is equals to 4 upon 3. Therefore, M2 is equals to minus 3 upon 4 because perpendicular lines. Okay, shortcut, we used negative reciprocal. So M2 is minus 3 upon 4 and we have got the equation A as minus 3 comma 0. Now we just need to put them in the equation, in the formula for point slope method. So we are just going to place this in the formula for point slope method to get the required answer. So let's see, it is y minus y1 is equals to m2x minus x1. So that is y minus y1 is 0 is equals to m2 is minus 3 upon 4 into x minus of minus 3. So 4y is equals to minus 3x, this is plus 3 into minus 3 will be minus 9. So that's the equation 4y, or we can say 3x plus 4y plus 9 is equals to 0. That's the required equation of sum number 21. That is minus 3 is 0, and yes, it is 3x plus 4y plus 9 is equals to 0. We move on to sum number 23. Sum number 23. A, B and C are given. Find the equation of A, B and B, C. Okay, let's see this one. A is given as 4, 0. B is given as 2, 2. And C is given as 0, 6. Okay. Find the equation of AB and AC. Fine. AB and AC. First of all, AB, it will be y minus y1 is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So we take y minus 0 is equals to y2 is 2 minus 0 upon 2 minus 4 into x minus 4. So that will be y is equals to 2 upon minus 2, x minus 4, that will be minus 1. So y is equals to minus 1, x minus 4. So y is equals to minus x plus 4, or x plus y is equals to 4. That is the equation of line AB. We now want to BC. So BC will be given as y minus 2 is equals to y to 6 minus 2 upon 0 minus 2 upon x minus 2. So that will be y minus 2 is equals to 4 upon minus 2. That will give me 2. So that is x minus 2. That is y minus 2 is equals to minus 2x plus 4. So that gives me 2x plus y is equals to 6. That's the equation for BC. Okay. Now further, if AB cuts the y-axis at P and BC cuts the x-axis at Q, find the coordinates of P and Q. So now it's a simple thing. We know that AB is going to cut. AB cuts at P, that is y-axis. AB cuts at point P on y-axis. Because it is on y-axis, so P will be given as the, what will be the coordinates of P? Y-axis mein equation x will be 0. So 0 comma y. So this gives me in this equations x plus y is equals to 4. We got 0 plus y is equals to 4. So y is equals to 4. Therefore, P is 0 comma 4. Next is BC cuts at point Q on x-axis. Therefore, Q is x comma 0. Right? So we have the equation 2x plus y is equals to 6. 2x plus 0 is equals to 6. So 2x is equals to 6, or x is equals to 6 upon 2. X is equals to 3. Therefore, Q is going to be 3 comma 0. So that's the two values. P is 0 comma 4. Q is 3 comma 0, whereas the two equations were also there. So sum number 23rd, equation AB is x plus y is equal to 4, equation BC is 2x plus y is equal to 6, and the values of P is 0 comma 4 and value of Q is 3 comma 0. Easy. We move on to the last sum, 25. Okay, sum number 25. Find the value of A for which the points A, B and C are collinear. So it is given that 25th, the A is A comma 3, B is 2 comma 1 and C is 5 comma A. For it to be collinear, we need to know that slope AB is equal to slope BC for A, B, C collinear. Okay. So we have slope AB as 1 minus 3 upon 2 minus A is equal to A minus 1 upon 5 minus 2. So minus 2 upon 2 minus 1, 2 minus A is equal to A minus 1 upon 3. So this is minus 6 is equal to A minus 1 into 2 minus A. That will be minus 6 is equal to 2A minus A square minus 2 plus A. So that gives me as minus 6 is equal to 2A plus A is 3A. So minus A square plus 3A minus 2. Taking everything over here, it will be A square minus 3A, and this is plus over here and minus also minus 4 is equal to 0. We get A square minus 4A plus A minus 4 is equal to 0. A minus 4 plus 1A minus 4 is equal to 0. A minus 4 is equal to 0 or A plus 1 is equal to 0. A is equal to 4 or A is equal to minus 1. So that's the value of A, that is 4 or it is minus 1. So that's the last sum. A is 4 or minus 1. That's not the end, because hence find the equation of the line. We also need to find out the equation of the line. So now we know that point A. We take any 2 points. We take, just say over here, A is 4 comma 3 and B is 2 comma 1. Or you also have, we'll take the next one also, minus 1 also, but that will be the next equation. So first one, AB, will be y minus 3 is equal to 1 minus 3 upon 2 minus 4 into x minus 4. So y minus 3 is equal to minus 2 upon minus 2 x minus 2 4. So y minus 3 is equal to x minus 4. So y is equal to x, this plus, so minus 1. That's the first equation. Now we take A as minus 1. If we take A as minus 1 comma 3 and B as 2 comma 1, we have the equation y minus 3 is equal to 1 minus 3 upon 2 minus of minus 1 x minus of minus 1. Okay. So that's y minus 3 is equal to minus 2 upon 2 x plus 1. Y minus 3 is equal to minus x minus 1. That means x plus y is equal to 2. So that's the two equations over here. Let's check out the answers. So we have the equation as A is equal to 4 or minus 1. Equation x minus y is equal to 1. X goes 1 goes here. Yeah, x minus y equal to 1. And secondly will be 2x plus 3. Oh, 7. 1 sec. Let me check up. There's some error somewhere. Yeah, so there's a mistake over here. This is 3. I put it as 2. So it is minus 2 upon 3. Now it automatically becomes over here 3y minus 9 is equals to minus 2x minus 2. So this gives us as 2x plus 3y is equals to, this goes here, so it will be 7. So that's the equation over here. 2x plus 3y is equals to 7. I need one more thing, and that is sum number 24, because sum number 24 is slightly different from the others. So I'll just extend the time a bit to take up this sum number 24. So let's see sum number 24 also, because it's a tricky sum. It's something like a match the following, it's not a normal sum, it is more like a match the following over here. So let's see these sums in a proper manner. This sum number 24, you are given over here, this is your x-axis, where this is the origin, and you have got a line like this. And then you have got one line over here, which is L1. This is L1. And then one is just passing through the origin like this. This over here is L3. And one which is parallel to this thing passing over here like this. So this is extended here. This is L1. This is another one which is parallel over here, which is coming here. This is L4. And lastly is one line which is like this, which is L2. Okay, now we are given the equations as A is equals to y is equals to 2x, B is equals to y minus 2x plus 2 is equals to 0, C is equals to 3x plus 2y is equals to 6, and D is equals to y is equals to 2. Okay. These are the four things. I need to match the following. Means I need to put over here whether this is L1, L2, L3, L4. I need to match the following way over here. So let's see how to do this. So if you see this one, the first thing is equation y is equal to 2. Now y is equal to 2 means what? It is a line which is parallel to x-axis. Which is the line parallel to x-axis? This one. So yeah, this one is L1. For sure, this is L1. Okay, this is y is equals to 2. Now, we know that the one which is passing through the origin, what will be the y-intercept? 0. That means it will be the equation where y is equals to mx plus 0. That means y is equal to mx. कौन सा है? Y is equal to mx. ये वाला. So yes, this one, L3, is passing through the origin, so it will be equal to L3. Okay. Now, this line is parallel to this line, so इसका slope और इसका slope same बनेगा. तो इसका slope क्या है? What is the slope of this line? We can see y minus 2x plus 2 is equals to 0. So y is equals to 2x minus 2. So m is equals to 2. Whereas over here m is also 2, right? So therefore, L4 and L3 are nothing but B and A and C. So therefore, C is A, L4. So automatically the remaining is L2, which is like this. Samjha? So here we are just finding out, this is the slope over here, slope of A. Slope of A is equals to y is equals to 2x. So M is equals to 2. Here also it is 2. So this is of C. So A and C are parallel to each other. So that is L3 and L4 are parallel to each other. And finally is L2, which is the left out one. Okay, a unique sum. That's why I did it. So that was the end of the chapter equations of line. There is exercise 14E, which is your homework. There are good many sums in that, so it will take some good amount of time for you to complete that thing, right? But you need that much practice also, because this is a very important chapter, right? So that was end of equations of line.